As a camera operator, during production I usually start my working day early, arriving at the studio, setting up my laptop to go and check the set schedule for the day. This means I am certain that me and the key grip have planned the correct equipment for the set shots. For this production, we have been briefed to create a promotional video for a Samyang 85mm lens. I make a copy of the shot list, production schedule and equipment list to print off so I can have it with me during the day. The knowledge I have gained over the years to become a camera operator is an understanding of media production, efficient communication, attention to detail and the ability to perform to a high standard under pressure. Before filming, we collected the planned equipment and transported it to the filming location. For this production, we were filming all of the shots in the studio. As we are only a small production company, the camera department consists of me, the camera operator, and the key grip. This means that we both usually complete other tasks that exceed our role, but we tend to find this gives us more control over our productions. The equipment we had planned in collaboration with the gaffer was a box light for an even cast amongst the product, an RGB LED light, a green screen backdrop, a flat surface stand, a Blackmagic camera with two different lenses suitable for a range of close-up shots, for example a 55mm and a 35mm, a camera rig including a tripod and a matte box to reduce glare and unwanted light and so we can easily use a range of fillers. We also use some material that we can place the product on to create more of an interesting and colourful shot to show off the product. Once we collected all the equipment, we started by dressing the set, setting up stands, fabrics and backdrops. Then I built the camera equipment around it while communicating to the gaffer about optimal and preferred lighting for each shot. When constructing equipment, we do safety checks, for example, double checking everything is screwed and fastened tightly on the rig so it doesn't fall and injure anyone. Once we had finished setting up and making small adjustments for the first shot, we were on track to start filming. Even though the product is only small and we were happy with how the shot looked, we always want to make sure to get as many takes as possible so we have backup options. And in case there are any inconsistencies or issues in the shot that we haven't noticed while filming. We also make sure to capture a variety of very similar camera movements and product movements for the same shot. If we end up deciding one works better than the other or if the company ends up preferring a different option, we tend to have captured enough to always please the employer. Between these shots, we didn't need to adjust the camera equipment too much as all the shots are similar and taken in the studio. However, we did back up and transfer all the footage we got off the cars onto an SSD. To get into this role as a camera operator, I started by getting into an entry-level job as a production runner. I worked for highly experienced people in the film industry, and from this I started to learn useful skills, understanding the production workflow and made many contacts. I was stuck doing boring jobs for a while, but then I got offered a higher up role as a grip trainee with the same company. This meant I got the opportunity to go from very broad and boring tasks to something more specialised. In this role, I transported equipment to locations the crew was filming, I helped set it up, then waited for them to finish filming, took it down and transported it back into storage. This taught me about different types of rigs and camera equipment and how to set them up. Then I worked my way into becoming a grip, having a more hands-on experience. Then I applied to become a camera operator at a smaller production company and that is now my role. We finished filming the next shots, then I took the batteries out of the camera and put them back on charge so that it would be ready to use again after the lunch break. We carry on the same filming process for each of the shots until we have captured all the footage we planned. After completing the shoot, we back up the remaining footage and start safely deconstructing the equipment and putting it back away into storage. Tomorrow is another production day, so some of the crew had a meeting that reinformed us about the brief and discussed final ideas. We also completed forms such as shot lists, equipment lists, and made sure any questions or possible issues were resolved and planned for. This brought us to the end of the day.